Hi, this is Tony Jones with I Dissect Music. Today we're going to dissect 3 gospel endings. I'm going to do it in the key of A. Just remember, anything that you learn, if you can just dissect it based upon numbers, because everything here is basically numbers, you'll be able to apply them in different keys based upon the major scale. The major scale in A, it goes like this. Let's try the first one. Let's just do something like this. We'll build into it like this. Sorry about that note. I don't know why it hit like that. But let's dissect that move. You probably heard something similar to this. Something of that nature. This one move that we're going to do is a little different. It's going to sound like this. You say, what is that? If you base everything upon numbers, it will help you out a whole lot if you learn your numbers, learn your chords, major, minor, diminished, and start building to your augmented, suspended, things of that nature. Even your major sevenths, minor sevenths, and then build to the nines and things of that nature. But this one's pretty simple. You start off with your 1 chord. I'm just going to let you know you're going to go out with your 1 chord. Then you're going to go to your 2 chord. 1's going to stay the same in the left hand. Then you're going to go to the 2 sharp. You say, what is 2 sharp? 1, 2 sharp is a half step forward. That'll be your C. Into your 4. To the 5. Back to the 4. 4 minor. Back to the 1. So I'm going to play the chords. So you say, what is that? I start off with the 1 chord, which is the A chord, but I add the 2, which is, some people say 9-2. I'm not going to debate, but it's your major chord, add 9, which is the B. The B is the 2, 1, 2. So I got that, holding down the 1 in the left hand. I break the chord up, and I play the 2 chord. You say, what's the 2 chord? That is your B major chord. I'm playing an inversion of the B, which is, here's your B in its root form. I'm playing the second inversion, which means the F sharp is in front. So root, first, second. So I've got the A chord, add 9, break it up, and B, second inversion. Then I break this B up. I add the octave. You say, what is the octave? The octave is, if I'm playing an F sharp, I'll end up F sharp with my pinky here. So when I break up this B chord, I break it up octave. So far we got the 1 chord, which is A, add 9, break it up to the 2 chord, second inversion, break it up, and 2 sharp is C. I got the second inversion of it. It just went up half steps. Then I break it up octave. Then I'll add the 4 chord, that's a D chord. Inverted to second inversion, which means this A is no longer here, it's here. I add the octave to the 5 second inversion, which is the E chord, add the octave, back to the D chord, and I'm holding the octave there, which is the 4 chord, drop the major down to the minor, which is D minor. Then we end it. I do a little trill here, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, C sharp, and then we'll do a move here. We'll get to this move here in a bit, but let's go back here. Here's the 1 chord, add 9, break it up, and 2. Second inversion, break it up, octave, 2 sharp, second inversion, break it up, octave, to the 4 chord, second inversion, octave, 5. with it, drop it down to the minor, and then we'll do the move. So, what's going to give you a better sound, I prefer this rather, is when I play the 1 chord at 9, I just got the 1 bass. But when I break it up to the 2, I'm adding the 3rd of that 2 chord in the left hand. I still got the 1 here, adding the 2. So that's the B chord, that's the 3rd. I'm adding the 3rd rather, which is the E flat. So it sounds like this. Break it up and break it up and it's the C chord. And the 3rd of the C chord, which is the 2 sharp in this case in the scale, E is here. Notice the 1 is still here. So once again, 1, break it up and 2, break it up and 2 sharp, break it up and 4. Notice it's the 4 chord. The 3rd of the 4 chord is here, which is the F sharp. I break the octave in the 5 chord, which is the E, 2nd inversion. The 3rd here is here. Octave, back to the 4 with the octave on it. Both of these drop down to them, make it a D minor, and then we'll do the move. So I'll do it again. Break it up and 2, break it up and 2 sharp, break it up and 4, octave, 5, octave, 4 minor. So what's that? Trill here, E flat, sorry, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, C sharp. So if you want to think of it in the scale, it's the 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. And when I get back to the 3, I'll start to walk. So what is that? That's the 1, 5, which is the E. The 1 again, which is the A, B, C sharp, which is the 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That last part there, when I get here, I think of it as this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the E major chord. Suspend 4 means raise the 3 a half step up. And I add the octave. And I just break this chord up, which is an E suspended. And I might end it with the B, C sharp, which is a 2, 3 in the scale. So that ending, sorry. So that's it. One more time. So what is that? That's just your pentatonic scale in the key of A. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. But I just break it down the opposite way. So when you get that, hit the 2 A's, and then I'll go. That's move number 1. Let's try move number 2. Do the same thing. It doesn't matter. We'll do the same little. This time I'll go. You say, what is that? We'll get it. Let's do the move first. I'll do this. The move again. Yeah, I can still do this. If you like. What is that? After we did the move, I'll show you. I'm doing a 5 move that's leading up to the 1. You probably heard this all the time in gospel. That is the 5. In this case, it's the E. The scale 5, 6, F sharp 5, 5 flat. 5 flat means just half step back. 5 and then the 1, which is on the pinky. Then all I'm doing is pretty much is a 6 minor. That's the F sharp minor in this case, to the 4 minor, which is a D minor in this case, back to the 1. So it's 6 minor, 4 minor, to the 1 major. So when I do this move here, I'm going to do a F sharp, which is the 6 minor, but I'm going to invert it to the second inversion. Root, first, second, which is here. I'm going to omit the middle note, which is F sharp. It's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So you say, what is that? 1, I'm omitted the F sharp, which makes it still an F sharp minor, but it's C sharp and A. So I go 1, 2. The A is only going to move. The C sharp will stay. 1, 2 to the A to the F sharp. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to do this. You say, what is that? It's still a form of a 4 minor, which is D minor. I move this to the second inversion of a D minor, but I move the first 2 notes, the last 2 notes rather, the D and the F, up a whole step to E and G. The A stays. Back to the D minor, which is A, D, and F. So it goes like this. I'll just roll into them like that. To the A chord. A major, which is A, C sharp, E, into your A, B, and D. So the only ones that's moving is the last 2 notes. The A is staying the same to the A, B, and D. And then we'll do our move. The ending we did on the first one. So, do this again. 1, 2. The A moves to the A flat to the F sharp, then to the A, E, G, to the A, D, F, which is the D minor, to the A major chord, to this here, which is A, D, and A, B, and D, and then we do our end. So when you do this move, when you hear, left hand is going to do something here. It's going to sound like this all together. So that's what gives it that extra that you need there. That won't sound just empty by itself here in the right hand. So when I'm playing the A, C sharp and A in the right hand, left hand is playing close, kind of a clustered thing here, which is A flat and A. And then the second count, when I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So the second count, 1, this A flat is going to move to the F sharp. So 1, 2. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna move to the F. When I move to the F here, the A here moves to the A flat, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then the F here is gonna move to the E flat. The A here is gonna move to the F sharp. Sorry, let me do it again. So it's gonna be 1, the A flat is gonna move to the F sharp, 2. The F sharp is going to move to the F. The A is going to move to the A flat. Then this was, I apologize, the F is going to move to the E. The A flat is going to move to the F sharp. So it sounds like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do this: 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? When I get to this point, when I get to the A, E, and G, clustered here again, E and F. When I move to A, D, F, the only thing that's going to move here is the E to the D. So both, when I go to the A major chord in the right hand, the D moves to C sharp. When I move these last 2 notes into B and D in the right hand, left hand goes to B from the C sharp. So together, 2, 3, 4. So I'll play the whole sequence: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do our duo. Same thing we did in the first change to a gospel ending. So we'll go back to this same ending here. So 1, then I'll go. Okay, let's try one more. Hopefully not going too fast. If so, just please rewind it. It'll be beneficial to you. The third one, let's try something different here as far as leading into it. And we'll still do this move here. But we're going to do this. I'll do that part one more time. A few hiccups there. Then we'll do this. Okay, so what was that? After we led into it, we did our little, in case you want to know what that is, the 2. How I perceive this is when I see the 2 bass, I go a whole step down from the 2 bass, which is the 1 major chord, major 7, raise to 5. It's that augmented effect. And when I break it up, that middle note, I'll just roll over on it and go up a half step like that, the F sharp. So it sounds like this. Same chord here, roll over. Then I'll play the 4/5. That's all that this is. 4/5 means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chord, which is a D chord over 5 bass. And then I like to just take everything down a half step to the C sharp. So when we get our same ending we did, beginning of the same ending of the gospel, the second move that we did. So E, F sharp, E, E flat, E, A. And then we're going to do this move here. So you say, what is that? When we get here to this move here, right here is basically the 1 chord, major 7, A, major 7. So to remember what that major 7 is when you add it, it's always a half step back from your root. Root is where your starting point. That's your A. So a half step back from that, there's your major 7. That's how you add it. It may be in inverted versions, but he's starting here. But to make, to give you the effect that you want from this, I don't play it all together. I drop the 2. I drop the C sharp here, so it sounds like this. Instead of, hear the difference? There's your A, drop 2, and just, instead of full, it just sounds congested there. You're just kind of making it more airy here, where every note you can hear pretty good there. So then I go down here. There once again is the A major 7. You say, how is that? There's your A note here. And you put it all together, it's still this chord. That's all I'm doing. So I go here, I just drop the 2, which is the A in this case. And you got E, A flat, and C sharp. So I'll do it again. 1, 2. That there is a G. Major 7. I just dropped the 2, so I got F sharp, G, and B in the right hand. Left hand is B. So the first 3. You say, what is that? That there is a 6 sharp minor, which is the F sharp minor. F sharp minor. But guess what? Drop the 2. That A is no longer here, it's here in your left hand. And I give a grace note off the E. See how I lead into it? Just giving it an effect there. So when I go 1, Now there's a D major. But guess what? Drop the 2. The 2 is no longer in here, it's here. And then I got a B minor. But guess what? Drop the 2. The D is no longer here, it's here. So I'll take them all slow. Sorry. Guess what? The ending is the same as the second part of your second ending, if that makes sense, which goes like this. Remember we did this on the second ending, gospel ending? The second part here. That's all I did was just add that there. So it sounds like this. So after I do this here, I may go, I'll just hit the A chord over A, but then we're gonna do something here. How I perceive it is what's gonna give you that effect of this. That there, the 3 in the scale is C sharp. So I'm playing pretty much what is called the 3 C sharp minor 7. So that's my C sharp minor 7 right there. That's what I'm playing, 1, 2, 3, minor 7. But I roll over. What I mean by that is when I bring it here, I roll over the 3rd note back to the minor 7, roll over the A flat to the A, roll over. So my interpretation at the end, when you do the very end, when you go, if I can do this right, and I'll break it up. But this, my first here in the left hand, I'm going to break it up like this. I'm going to roll over first, then I'll break the chord. So I'll roll over on my first one, off the minor, roll over, major, minor 7, roll over,